Guys, and welcome to this video of Taiju Shiba Explained. In this video, I will be talking about the character Taiju. And also this video is going to contain manga spoilers from Tokyo Revengers. Taiju Shiba is the former leader of the 10th generation Black Dragons. And he is also the older brother of Yuzuha and Hakai Shiba. Taiju is an extremely tall and muscular man. He easily towers over other people. Taiju Shiba is actually the second tallest character in Tokyo Revengers. His height is 6 foot and 6 inches. Taiju has yellow-colored eyes and his hair is blue and white, and his hair is very long, it goes all the way down his neck. And Taiju is 17 years old in the present timeline, and he is 29 years old in the future timeline. Taiju is always wearing a custom black dragon uniform, where his uniform jacket is longer than usual, and his uniform is colored red instead of white. And Taiju keeps his uniform unbuttoned and open, showing his chest. He has tribal-type tattoos that are styled in a series of swirl patterns on the left side of his neck all the way down to his chest, and he has cursive tattoos below that. And Taiju also has a giant cross tattoo on his back. He wears a crazed grin on his face, and he exhibits all sorts of unusual facial expressions, like one eye opening wider than the other, and his forehead vein popping out when he is fighting or excited. Taiju is a brutal, abusive, and religious person. He enjoys tormenting his opponents, and he has little care for the well-being of others, and this even includes his own siblings. He does not care who his opponent is, even if he is facing a woman or a girl. Taiju still does not care. And also Taiju is the person who trained the 10th generation Black Dragon gang, and he completely reformed the gang to act like an army. According to Chifuyu, the Black Dragons should have faded away, but the guy who revived them was Taiju Shiba. And the Black Dragons changed under Taiju. He got their uniforms totally redone, and he also trained the members to act like an army and built an impressive-looking gang. And Taiju is very abusive to his little brother and sister, going as far as to beat them up over insignificant things. For example, Taiju would beat up Hakai just for leaving the toilet seat up in the bathroom. This kind of behavior that Taiju displays seems to suggest that he has anger issues. And Taiju has committed domestic violence on Hakai and Yuzuha basically every single day since they were kids. And in chapter 103 we learned that this abuse at the hands of Taiju started right after the death of their mother. Taiju is a very prideful individual. He believes in the supremacy of his fighting abilities and in the strength of his gang. And in addition, he is incredibly charismatic, completely capturing the hearts of his subordinates. As you can see in this panel that is from the backstory of Taiju, Taiju has been this way ever since he was a child. And even as a kid, Taiju was much bigger and stronger than everyone else around him. Despite his appearance and abusive personality, Taiju is an extremely religious Catholic. And he goes to church alone to pray on Christmas Day every year. Taiju actually loves his two siblings very much, but his overprotectiveness of them would eventually become warped into domestic abuse. During the time that he was the leader of the Black Dragons, Taiju had complete control over the powerful gang, directing and ordering them as he pleased. Under Taiju, the Black Dragons became incredibly formidable and united, with others observing that the gang functioned almost like an army. Taiju is a sharp leader, and he was smart enough to make enough money to revamp the entire look of his gang. And under his leadership the Black Dragons came back more refined than ever. Taiju, along with his impressive strength and sharp mind, is also very charismatic. His followers do not merely obey him out of fear, but they do so out of respect for him as well. And Taiju is an incredibly powerful fighter. His blows are destructive and his endurance is extraordinary. Taiju was easily able to defeat the elites of Toman, who are extremely competent fighters in their own right. He was the only person in the series to knock out Manjiro Sano with a single punch, even if Mikey took that blow on purpose. In chapter 95, Taiju was stabbed by his little sister Yuzuha. But Taiju shrugged off the knife stab injury, and he went on to fight several strong opponents such as Mitsuya, Hakai, and Mikey. And in addition, Taiju also woke up after being hit at full force by the signature kick of Mikey. Taiju has always been unrivaled due to his overwhelming physical strength. However, Taiju evidently never took the time to learn any fighting techniques. So Taiju fights in a very rough and violent fighting style, since he has always been able to use brute force to get his way all his life. Taiju is one of the strongest characters in Tokyo Revengers. His punch has knocked his foes unconscious, or sent them flying several feet back. Taiju was able to lift a church bench with only one arm, and he was also able to throw the church bench with ease. In fact, after Takemichi was punched by Taiju, Takemichi remarked that he had never been hit by a punch that is even close to the strength of Taiju's. Because Taiju always got his way using brute force, along with his overconfidence in his own strength, were the two major reasons for his loss to Mikey. Not only is Taiju intelligent enough to make use of his assets, such as having Coco raise funding for the Black Dragons, but Taiju himself is also a financially competent person. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought of the character Taiju Shiba. And so this is the end of this video, guys. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, then like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for watching.